My friends are so excited because I am back in the city. And it wasn't
Happy
even in to be closer to my friends because I'm closer to my real ass friends.
in the
I'm
lease
closer to
early,
the
and I was
like, bitch, I'm not paying this amount of money to get out of the lease early because you wanted to run off because somebody found out how you was moving. Like, whole time I was on break. Like, that's why another reason I went on break, because like I said, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I was going through a lot because I was really talking to God and questioning God a lot. Like, God, you don't want this victory? Like, what's up, y'all? What's happening, y'all? What's up? And welcome to Fearless Perspectives, the podcast. I'm your host, Julia. And as you know, this is where you come to hear what common sense sounds like. Welcome back, y'all. Like, for real. I'm back. I am back, y'all. I am back, and I'm back. That's all I can say is I'm back, man. I'm back. I had to take a little break because I had, some business to take care of and some things to tend to. So I let y'all know, like, hey, I got to take a break because I got to focus on this. And at the time, I could really only focus really on one thing, at that time, because of my limitations that I had and everything like that. So, but yeah, man, I'm back. Yeah, my mind is back. Not saying my mind ran off. My mind ain't run off. I was just the thing I had to focus on was moving. Okay, that's where my mind was, and my health as well. So I'll get into that. But yeah, man, like it was. I'm back. So I was like, I gotta take a break. But I was like, I didn't want to leave y'all, and I was like, I don't want to take a break or quit. And one of my friends were like, you're not quitting, you're taking a break. Sometimes that's needed. You have a lot going on right now, and let's check in and listen to your body and take a break and then get back to it. And I was like, okay. And I felt peaceful about that, because I was like, okay, because I always look at things like, oh, I don't want to quit, because that's like one thing that I actually deal with a lot in life. I'm like, I don't want to quit, because also as a Gemini, us, we'll start something and get good at it, or just to say we did it and be done with it. But that I didn't want that to be this, because I'm like, I enjoyed the podcast. I've missed talking to y'all. I should have. A couple of my friends were like, you should have chronicled this move, this transition, and everything. And I just didn't think about it. I was just more focused on making sure I wasn't doing too much at one time, because of my health. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and be in more agonizing pain than I was already in. But yeah, so it was just different. So I thank you all for coming back, and the new people that have subscribed while I was on break, or just like the clips and everything like that I post. I appreciate y'all. So thank y'all again. As I will always say, thank you for lending me your listening and your watch hours, because you can be doing anything else and on this platform. You can be watching anybody else and listening to somebody else or whatever, or doing anything else with your time. But you gonna chill and watch your girl. And I appreciate y'all sending me y'all videos and screenshots, or taking pictures of the screen, on your YouTube, and as it say, and have me as one of your suggestions, or top listen, most to listen to, or most watched and stuff. I appreciate that. That y'all don't even know that will just make me feel good, because I was just like, there's not a lot of people listening to this, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing it until something else, move me on or do whatever. But yeah, so we're here. I am here in my new den. We still got the same setup for right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to switch some stuff up. Switch up the feng shui or whatever, if I said that right or not. But I want to switch it up. Because I like this space. I like this space, that I'm in. I like the new space and everything like that. So a lot of y'all may know or may not know. I moved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of Conyers. Whew, thank you, Jesus. So that's why I had to take a break, because I had to pack to move, And then my health, my hands and everything, still swelling, feet were still swelling and everything like that. So I was in bad shape. So I had to take a break because I was like mentally, I didn't want to talk to nobody because I was like, I don't feel good. I'm in pain. Like I couldn't make a fist. I couldn't hold a pen right to right. It was bad, man. It was bad. So I'm still not 100%, but I'm much, much better because we've realized one of the medicines that I had to take every day was not working. I'm glad we realized it was that. I'm glad I realized it was that and not that my situation or my, condition was getting worse or it was just something, something else that, but yeah, so we figured out the correct medicine and everything like that. So that has been working wonders. I'm grateful. I'm thankful to God that that was figured out. So that was one of the things that like I said, I had to take a break from. So the medicine and everything is doing its thing. Each and every day I'm noticing differences. I'm noticing changes. Like the other day, yesterday, I had to write something out really quickly, and I grabbed a pen, not expecting to be able to hold it correctly or comfortably, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I can write." So yeah, so that was that. But anyway, oh wait, before we go any further, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Anytime you listen into this, watching this, I want you to pour up and pull up. All right? Pour up and pull up with your girl. That's it. Like I said, it could be a cocktail, it could be wine, water, juice, coffee, tea. I know a lot of y'all drink tea. I'm a coffee person. I'm a coffee girl. Like tea is okay. I got tea today. I'm gonna tell y'all what I got. But yeah, anything you want in your cup or whatever. Just sit and just chill out and watch it with us. You know what I'm saying? What I'm drinking on today is something that my homeboy's wife concocted last week, and it's amazing. All it is two ingredients. Is Jack Daniel's apple or any apple. You could probably use Crown apple or whatever, whichever you choose. Jim Beam, if you choose. Um, and sweet tea. That's it. That's it. And lemon. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just tastes like apple tea. Like it's so good, but that's what this is. But it's a little dangerous, a little scary. Hmm. It's a perfect balance. Yes. It can get scary because it tastes like sweet tea. You're going to taste majority sweet tea. So you're going to be drinking it like you usually drink sweet tea. You just guzzling it. And then next thing you know, you smiling at everybody. Like, so that's what's in my cup. Okay. I ain't got to work tomorrow. And it is what it is. So, but yeah, so yeah, going back to everything. But yeah, so I was, I'm getting better every day. I was able, like I said, realize I was able to hold a pen the correct way and write. That's major because I couldn't do anything. And then I was just like, I want to work out. I couldn't work out. Couldn't even go do cardio. I was in like pain. It was crazy. Um, so I was just like at home chilling, just stuck in one spot, and I hated that because I'm like, I can't move. I don't like that. My dog is outside the door. It's a transition for her too. Um and she is outside the door like whining and growling. She don't know what she want to do, but she don't usually do that. Like, but it's a new space for her. I just brought her on over back. I mean back over here with me, and she's looking at me. She walked in this place because we downsized tremendously. She walked in here and was looking like, what is this? what is this? Huh? What we doing? Are you for real? And then she got like, I was letting her go through the house, and I was like, it's still mommy stuff. It's still your stuff. My scent is still on things. Your scent is still on things. Like, but she was just like, this ain't, this don't even smell like the other house. This don't, granted, I keep the house smelling good, no matter where I go. The house is always going to smell good. That's my ministry. The house is always going to smell nice. But she, it's just still, dogs are very keen. Their sense of smell is just, what it is. And then it was like we were walking around and she started nudging my leg and looking up at me like, all right, we can go now. Like, what is this? We can go now. And I was like, Mama, this is home. This is so she's adjusting. She's adjusting. I'm giving her time to adjust. Soon as she came in the house, she pooped on the floor. Thank God it's not carpet. And I was just like, okay, okay. And she was just really up under me. And she's fine. Long as she can be up under me, she's good. So it's a transition for her and for both of us because I'm like, I this is my first pet and like really having to transition a dog, because I'm like, you spent your first part of your life in a larger house. I was like, your run size has cut down substantially. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's cool. It's cool. She's cool. Long as she's up under me, long as she has her toys, she has me, we're good. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be fine. But yeah, so I moved. I'm thankful for that. It was a lot, but the move was very smooth. It was. I appreciate my family like no other, man. My family, um, man, they're everything to me. They helped me help make this move what it was. And my friends that came to help me unpack. It was a lot because I was like, I can't physically do anything because I was just gonna get a couple of my friends to help me move. But I was like, I can't pick anything up. I can't carry anything. I can't grip anything. My hands were bad. Like they were that swollen. Like it's crazy. Like I don't think I'll be able to wear my jewelry again. I gotta get all new jewelry, my rings rather, because even though my fingers are going down my knuckles, I don't think my knuckles are gonna go down. So I'm like, golly, oh, just get new jewelry. It's fine. That's cool. That's cool. But I just, I feel good. I'm like, I should be able to, kind of go back to the gym a little bit. Not going in hard like I used to, of course, because I can't. And it's just certain pain I just don't want to feel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm ready to go back into the gym. I'm just ready for my body to feel like itself again with muscle, with feeling strong with it, because not only is the gym good for my body, like, cause I'm much more leaner. Like I said, the body, it's going to be fun building this frame because I'm lean, hella lean. You know what I'm saying? So, but the gym is it's to me it's much more than the physical. It's the mental too because I go in there and I could just release a lot of stuff or I can think some things through or just if I show up for myself in that aspect, I show up for myself in other areas of my life. And that's just me. And I know I'm not the only one. That's why I said the gym is more than just a physical thing of I'm just going in there to work out and build muscle. Yeah, you're gonna go in there if you do it right with the gym plus your nutrition, you in the gym with good form and stuff, baby, you can it's gonna serve you very well. The gym serves me very well every time. Every time. The gym ain't never let me down. The gym ain't never. The only time and that was because I like before I got really serious and understood how important the diet is. Like before that, I mean, when I lived in Houston, me and my homeboy used to work out together. Me and my boy Jonathan, and baby, we used to tear up 24-hour fitness every day. I'm talking about we used to be in there for 2 hours. Leave there. Burger King was in the parking lot. We used to go to Burger King or go to Little Caesars and eat that junk and then wondering why you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we had muscle mass a little bit, but we still had a lot of fluff. Man, please. But now I know how to do this stuff. Child. And this new body, I mean, I be eating like now that I have better medicine and stuff, and I have a little bit more leniency in what I eat, but I still eat the right things because I'm like, I'm learning about inflammation. Like for real, you do want a diet that does not cause a lot of inflammation. So, um, so I still allow myself to have wings. Come on, it's Atlanta. I still get my lemon pepper wings fried hard. You know what I'm saying? I still get my pizza. I still get some of the things. But yeah, but I'm eating. But I'm not gaining weight. Like But I usually gain weight though when I work out. So that's where my a lot of my weight comes from is muscle. And I just learned that. I mean, just really, really, really realize that because I'm like, yo, I'm eating. I'm eating. Like I am eating and I'm eating a lot more because I'm gardening again. I'm gardening again. So that makes me hungry. And I be eating, but it's crazy because I don't eat junk still. I still don't eat junk. I eat fruit every night. Man, after I get done gardening, I be tearing up some fruit. I tear up watermelon, blueberries, blackberries. That's what goes in the bowl. Watermelon, blueberries, blackberries. Um, sometimes raspberries, and grapes. And I be tearing it up. I be on the phone, I be on a FaceTime with my friend, and she be like, "Damn, that fruit good. I mean, you really enjoying that?" I'll be like, "I'm so sorry." I just love fruit. I do, and it's good for you. It's good for my, the berries especially. Are good. It's good for inflammation and stuff like that. So I'm like, I already eat that stuff anyway, so this is good. Like, let's keep doing this. But yeah, I be chilling. Like I'm chilling right now. I really am. I'm really chilling. I'm always chilling. But yeah, so yeah, I had to move, so I moved. I am I was actually trying to move like outside of the city. I wanted to move like maybe 25 minutes outside the city because I was like 45 minutes outside the city because of traffic most days. All the days that I had to drive into the city, it was 45 to 50 minutes from Conyers into Atlanta. And I was driving that to go get a haircut. And then I found a barber that was in Conyers, and then he ended up coming to the city. I'm like, damn, start coming back to the city because I really liked the way he cut my hair and everything. But then he went back out to Conyers, and I was like, look, dude, I'm about to move. And I'm not coming back out here to Conyers. And I hate that so much because I absolutely loved how he cut my hair. Brandon, damn it. Hmm. I did. But I have barbers here, in the city. Um, in Atlanta or close to Atlanta that I can go to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I just rather find one that I don't have to drive over 30 minutes to. So I think I found one. I think I found one. I think I did. I'm trying to see. He cut my hair Friday and he did a good job. He did a good job. Man, he washed my hair. Oh my God. Since I have had a haircut, since I cut my hair off last year, I have not gone back to a salon because I used to always go to my girl Shay when I had the hair because she would color my hair. And I would love to get my hair washed. Y'all know going to the hairstylist and getting your hair washed is everything. But since I cut my hair off, I wash my hair, and then I just, the barbershop, they just cut my hair. But he washed my hair, and oh my God, I was like, this feels amazing. I needed that. I didn't know. I didn't know I needed that. It felt great. It felt great. And he has great. I love his personality. Like I never meet a stranger, and we just talked. And he has a podcast as well. So we were talking about that and possibly doing, doing some collaboration. It's just good. Like I said, I never meet a stranger. And then he was a referral because he cuts my homeboy's hair. My homeboy always has a nice haircut. So I was like, hey, friend. And like my friends are so excited, like sidebar, my friends are so excited because I am back in the city. And it wasn't even intentional. I was just trying to move somewhere outside of the city, but I'm back in the city. They are so happy because they are like, all of my friends were like, Julia, when you get ready to move, I hope you're coming closer to the city because you live too far out. There's no reason for you to be out there. And it wasn't like, I mean, would I move out there to Conyers? I say Conyers is a place to move if you have family out there. You were born and raised out there. You have family out there. Cool. You're trying to buy a house. Um, you're settled. You got family or stuff like that. Cool. Move out there. Do that. That ain't. I am none of the. I am none of the above. I am none of the above. I am a city girl, and I've always been a city girl. And I was just like, but there's nothing out there. I would have been fine if there was something out there. There's nothing out there. And I know people be like, there's stuff to do out there. It's, these restaurants. I'm a foodie. I like food. I like good food. I love good food. Living out there, I cooked a hell of a lot more at home because the restaurants out there, most of the restaurants, there wasn't a good choice out there. They're just now starting to bring some things out there. They just got a Taco Mac. But out there it was just like Applebee's, Chili's, Red Lobster. I haven't been to Red Lobster and I don't know when. What else is out there? And those are your mid places. If you want to get a little tipsy a little bit, to go to Chili's for because you can go get the drinks. Look, they're gonna be cheap and you're gonna be a little tipsy and the food is okay if you want bar food or you know what I'm saying, your neighborhood bar. That's cool. Because I would go to Chili's a couple times because I was just like, if I was tired of like meal prep food or something like that, I would go to Chili's. Like, I'll go here, whatever. But other than that, I'm like, yo, there's certain things I like. I like good seafood. I like, they have the juicy crabs and stuff like that out there. It's just, but they don't have like, in the city of Atlanta, there are restaurants. I don't even know of a chain restaurant, like a nice restaurant that's here in Atlanta. Like, yeah, we do have, the Chili's and stuff like that. But I'm like, I never really, it's crazy because I don't always go to the same place often in Atlanta because there's so many different choices to try to find this for me to try to find who has good food. And then once I find a good spot, then yeah, I go there often. I like, I like it. And just wasn't that much, out there. And then the drive to come into the city was just ridiculous. It made you not want to go anywhere. That's why I was always at the house. And then none of my friends wanted to come out to come hang out because I live too far. But it's crazy because all of my friends live outside of Atlanta. Most of my friends do. I have a couple friends that live in the city, and they're the ones that are like, yo, you got to move closer. And they're so happy because we live so close now. They are so happy. They're like, what are we doing? I'm like, you can come over. It is what it is. I don't care. Just me and my dog here and we chilling. It is what it is. But yeah, so I had to move and it's crazy because how this place came up. I wasn't even looking to move back into the city. I wasn't. I was looking to move outside of the city because I was like, moving into the city is just outrageously priced, and it is. And I was just like, I don't know. I've been out in the country for so long. It's so peaceful and chill. I just want that type of vibe. I just need peaceful and chill because that's me, but I still want access to the city. So I'm good. So I was looking at some places that were like 20, 25 minutes outside the city. Cool. Then this spot came up and just out of nowhere. And I was like, let me see about that. And it worked out. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like where I'm at, I'm in a great ass area. An amazing area. Like accessible to every damn thing. Like I'm good. I'm happy. Because the city just has a different kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Being out there, it's like I lost my mojo a little bit because and I know they be like, it's just no, it is because it's like everybody out there really, and I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but it's just like it was nothing out there. There was nothing out there, and it was just like, what the hell, like. The only thing I really absolutely do miss is my neighbor, my boy Brandon. Y'all, man, y'all know. Y'all used to be like, because a couple of my friends be like, "What? Dang, you gonna, your neighbor? You ain't gonna have your neighbor." And I'm like, I know, man. Like, what the hell? So, me and him and his wife, we was like, man, I'm gonna miss y'all. But I already told them I'll come back out there for them. It's I'm not coming out there for nothing else. I'll come out there for them. I go out there for my friends. I do. I'll drive for my friends because when I lived in Conyers, my friends in Powder Springs, had some stuff, parties and stuff, and I'll drive out there. That's an hour, but these are my friends. I'm cool. I drive. My friends would never come the hell out to my house. They'd be like, "You live far." So you will see me and Sasha. I think me and Sasha live the closest. We live 30 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? So you will see me and Sash. And so I yeah, but shit, like it's summertime too. So now, yeah, we about to have a good ass time in the city. Yeah, but we're gonna be safe. We're gonna be safe because it's summertime in the city. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. So I'm settled in, getting used to my new area and new surroundings and everything like that. And I mean, it's cool. It's good. Change is good. Change is needed. And I'm happy. So it's just like now like we gotta settle. We gotta recalibrate, we gotta rebalance, we gotta because moving, as you know, is not cheap. Ooh. So yeah, I need to sit down for a little bit. I need to sit down I need to sit the hell down. And that's fine because I have everything that I need at home. I have everything I need around me. And it's crazy because I'm like, yo, I'm fully remote. I don't have to drive anywhere. So you think about the money that you save on so many things. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And so yeah, so my friends, I have friends that I can go visit, and that can come visit me, and things like that. So it's a good situation. I am happy. I am happy to be closer to my friends because I'm closer to my real ass friends. I'm closer to the people um that I always, would hang out with, drive to the city for. Like they'll be like, "Hey, there's something going on in the city. I know it's a drive for you, but you want to? Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, tell me, I'm coming." You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's only a few of them, and I'm appreciative of them. So it's just like, yo, when I went on the break and everything like that, they did check in. I had some people that did not. That's why I'm like, I'm glad I'm closer to my real friends. I'm glad I'm closer to people that I can say, hey, yo, it's Friday night or shit. It's a random Tuesday night. You only live a little bit of ways from me. Let's have Taco Tuesday at my house. Come on over. Let's do the shit. That's how I'm looking at it because I've always, anybody that knows me, I'm always talking about, like when my parents grew up, my mom, her and her homegirls or her girlfriends, they used to visit each other's house. That's how we ended up. Me and my friends ended up becoming like cousins, and their moms become like my aunts because we call them Aunt so and so because my mom and them were so close because they always would visit each other and hang out with each other. Girl, hey, I was calling to see what you doing before I come over there, or I was in the neighborhood, blah blah blah. Now I get it. You do want to protect your peace, protect your energy, and no, you don't. My mom taught us you don't just let anybody in your house, or you don't just go to anybody's house. She taught us that. But I'm like my friends. I have people who I trust, so I'm like, yeah, I love entertaining my friends. I love having my friends around. I do. I love being around my friends. Let me tell you something. I've realized so much throughout this whole situation with my health, this whole transition of things, who my real friends were, because there are some people that I told, hey, I miss our connection as friends. Like we're still friends, maybe, but we're not as close. Hey, I miss that. I need my friends. Oh, okay, friend, or no response. And nothing. I'm cool. I'm cool on people like that. I'm cool on them. I'm cool on them because I've realized like, yo, I'm cool with the people that are there for me, that have checked in on me, that had said, hey, do you need anything? How you feeling? What's going on? Where you at? You quiet. Hey, I'm just checking in. How you feeling today? What's going on with you? There's only a few and I can count them on my hand. And I'm cool with that. I've realized in this situation, in this whole transition, because one thing I realized the week I was moving, all of this stuff is for the last 9 months. Craziness. The last 9 months for me have been crazy. And I was like, it's just been a whole season of transition. And I was like, man, it's like I've been birthing something, like pregnant with something, because I'm like, now I'm giving birth to whatever it is, because now I'm released. My birthday, I moved on my birth. That's another thing, y'all. I moved on my birthday. June 6th, I moved. Yeah, I had like another week, a week and a half to move. I said, hell nah. Screw that. June, what the first weekend is my birthday. I don't care. I'm moving. I hadn't made that decision a couple months ago. I was like, I'm moving on my birthday. What? I ain't doing shit else. Why not? Why not? That no, I need all the money I need. I gotta move. I gotta move. You know what I'm saying? Like people's like, what you doing for your birthday? Moving. You moving on your birthday? Hell yeah. And it wasn't until my best friend here, when she was like, "Hey, let me know what you need once you get into your apartment, your spot and stuff like that, and all of this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to help me unpack and blah blah blah." And if you know me, I don't like asking for help and things like that. But I'm like, I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need help because I can't do stuff. The medicine hadn't really started kicking in and stuff like that yet, and I was in a lot of pain because I was on my feet packing every day, and then having to unpack. I mean, my feet were tearing me up, y'all. But anyway, my best friend said to me, she was like, "Why are you moving on your birthday?" And I was like, yeah, I said it's time. I gotta do it. I ain't doing shit else for my birthday. I ain't doing nothing else. Nobody said nothing about doing nothing. I'm cool. That's what I want to do. She was like, it's cool. She was like, you're starting a new beginning on your birthday. I was like, yo, I didn't even think about that. That wasn't even my intention. I just wanted to get the hell out of Conyers as soon as I could. I wanted to get the hell out of that house as soon as I could. I know she was before she wanted to end the lease early. And I was like, bitch, I'm not paying this amount of money to get out of the lease early because you wanted to run off because somebody found out how you was moving. Like, oh, this drink. But anyway, so no, you're not going to do me like that. But the lease was up in June. Honey, I was like, yeah, June 6th. Put that down. That's when I'm leaving. And that's when I left. Yes. And I'm cool with that. I'm so cool with that. Yeah, celebrating my birthday, moving, new transition, moving into my new space, back into. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I love living by myself. I do. I love living by myself. And I'm like, and it's crazy because I have to readjust. Like, yeah, I was living by myself before I moved here because she left the house. But it was different because it was still our house. You know what I'm saying? Even though she had came and got all her stuff, it was still our house. But to be back into my own space is whoo. And the only thing that's in my space is this dog. Her clingy ass, but I'm cool with that. Cause I'm like, yo, I need her. I'm cool with that. But yeah, man, my friends have shown up for me. I've realized I don't need a big group of friends. I don't need a big surrounding. I don't need that. And I'm cool with that. And I'm gonna leave people where they are. I mean, there have been times where I had reached out to people, hey, let's go eat. Let's go grab something to eat. Yeah, it was always an excuse. So don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about no other invitation from me. I'm that person. I'm only gonna give a couple chances. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask a couple times, maybe two, maybe three. I'm gonna probably give you three times. You got an excuse or the answer. I'm not gonna ask you no more, and I'm not gonna invite you to nothing else. Easy, simple, because you always got something to do. That's okay. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not like, well, they ain't my friend. No, I just know where to put everybody because I'm like, this was a time where I was going through with my health to the point to where it was affecting my mental so bad. My mental, my emotional, my spiritual state of being so bad. And I'm reaching out to friends, people saying, hey, I just need my friends. Call me sometimes or check in or let's just get out sometimes. Ain't nothing. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I stopped expecting me from people a long time ago. So it's just taught me like, yo, I'm cool. I'm cool with the people that rock with me. I'm cool with the people that know how to show up for me because I'm going to always show up for them. That's the thing. I show up for people. Nobody can ever say that I've never showed up for them as a friend. Nobody. And if I didn't, it's because I didn't know. You didn't tell me. But I've always showed up for my friends. I've always showed up in some type of way, especially if I know you're going through some stuff. I'm checking in. You good? Hey, I'm just checked out for a minute. Like, I'm okay, cool. I got you. But I'm going to check in. Make sure you good. Nah, I didn't have that. If my friends ever, if any of my friends ever told me, friend, I need my friends. I need you. You my friend. Because I'm like, if you telling me this, first of all, that's a vulnerable ass place to be in. But if you're telling me this, then that means you want my friendship. You need my energy. Because I'm looking at it as the same, not on the same level, but it's the same as you if you're with a partner. Like if my next partner, whomever I end up with, tells me, baby, I just need some time. I just need you. Oh, I got you. Because again, you need me. You need whatever I have. Whatever I am, whoever I am, whatever I possess, you need that. You want that. I look at that same with my friends. Like they need my friendship. They need my energy. They need whatever our friendship's energy is. Whether we laugh, talk all the time, whether it is if I come by, I'm going to bring some comedic relief, or I'm going to bring you some good food so you can eat, or I'm going to just let you cry it out and we can talk it out. Whatever our friendship is, that you need that. So for you to tell me, if any of my friends ever told me, friend, I need you, my question, first of all, is going to be like, how can I show up for you? So I can know which part of my friendship or who I am to assert into what you need as a friend. But nobody's trying to do that. Nobody's trying to do that. So for me to even tell anybody, like, yo, I remember I sent a message to one of my friends. And I was vulnerable. And even in that situation, I was like, I already know he's not gonna respond. He's not gonna say anything. I sent a message. I said, friend, I miss our closeness. I miss our friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like I miss that. I need that. Hey, whenever you finish doing whatever, let me know. Let's hang out one weekend. Let's do this. He ain't say nothing back. Didn't even like the message. I said, okay, you cool. We cool. You cool. I'm all set. Cause you all set. You just let me know that you're all set. And again, that goes back to also too, hey, he may be going through a place in his life where I may not be in his season, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I'm a chill. I'm a chill because but even in that, that's how it was before this. So I can't even give that the benefit of the doubt, to be honest with you. Because that's how it was. You text, no response. Call, no response. But then he'll text. And you may respond, but it's no response. And no, yo, don't call my phone. Don't talk. Don't text me. Nothing. You don't have to do that. But people do that to see if they still have access to you. Know that, okay? Know that. People do that to see if they still have access to you. And so I just learned a lot in this whole season of transition. And I'm still going through a lot of seasons because I'm learning. I got another bill coming up that's so high. Oh, God. Oh, God. Like, I just really... I just need to make a lot of money. Let's just be honest. I just need to make a lot of money. Because golly, it's so expensive. Being an adult, like, listen, I've been out of high school for 25 years. Okay? I know I look good. I'm not that young. I am not that young. Um, but I'm not that old either. Cause I got one of my friends. She always saying, with your old ass, you getting old and shit. I'm like, baby, you only 3 years younger than me, honey. You not chill out. She get on my nerves with that junk. But I got her ass the other night. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, so I've been out of high school for 25 years, right? So it's just like we think about like when we were in high school and we were in school, we couldn't wait to be grown. But we couldn't wait to be grown for different reasons. No one ever said, I want to pay bills. I want to, try to figure it out financially, or I want to have to pay a lot of money for things. We want it to be grown so we can do what we wanted to do. Let's just be honest. We was like, I want to be grown so I can do what I want to do. I was like, I want to be grown back then because my mama didn't take us to McDonald's all the time. I was like, I'm gonna eat McDonald's all the time, and that shit is so unhealthy and dangerous now. But I still rock with it a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. I get me a little strawberry cream pie. It's so good. Hmm. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't good for you, but I crave it. But anyway, yeah. So so we were, and then I was like, so we can drive, so we can hang out as long as we want to. We wanted to be grown, but golly, y'all, look at us. We're doing well. I ain't gonna lie. Everything is not bad. But it's just like, no, we didn't think about, and no, we didn't know about life being life for us. We didn't know that life was gonna life for us. We didn't know that, we gotta work. We looked at our parents like, oh, they work, but now we started to see like they probably hated their jobs and stuff. They already, but I don't hate my job. My job, I can honestly say that. My new job, I'm cool. So far it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, they had to work. They had to get up every day because I get up every day. I'm like, I got to do this every day. I got to do this every day for right now. And I'm cool with that. And I'm grateful for that because let me tell you something. What I realized is um, I had workplace PTSD from my previous job because of the work, because of the culture, the toxic workplace, the toxic culture there, that is still there. And I left just in time, baby. When I say I left just in time, because the shit they got them doing now as a claims adjuster, I would have got fired. I'm not even gonna lie, I would have gotten fired or rolled up again because they wrote me up over some bull ass shit. They wrote me up over some idle time. We're gonna talk about that another day because it needs to be talked about how these places of employment, it's just wreaking havoc over people's lives, or their mental health, and it's not the workplace itself. It's these damn managers. Like you get a manager you cool with, like my manager, he's okay. I like him. He all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no micromanaging going on. But when you work for a company and they micromanage because they got people in manage, ooh, okay, I'm not gonna go there. But I'm glad, like, to have a job. But we didn't think about all of that, all of this that would encompass that. We always just hear our people, our parents, and then people on that damn job get on our nerves. Da, 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 da. Okay, but how? Like this? The shit we going through. You always got a gossiping person, somebody who telling everything, who think they the manager and they not the damn manager, or you got a manager that micromanages, or you got these companies worrying about the wrong shit. Like, am I getting my work done? Are we getting to the customers? If you're in a customer facing job as a claims adjuster, are we getting to the customers? Or how are your employees? Are they okay? Yeah, I worked the job and didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. Never again. That's why I was like, adulting, man. If I can go back to high school, I would. I ain't gonna lie. High school was lit for me, baby. High school was a good time. High school was a good time. But anyway, but yeah. So like y'all, for real. So it was just like I said, through this whole time, it was just a transition, and through this whole time, I never thought that being an adult would be like this. But it's just like it's a whole transition. And I saw something today that hit me. It was really profound to me. It resonated with me. And it said, you're not behind, you're rebuilding. I was like, huh. And I know a lot of us probably saying the same thing I said when I read it. Golly, how long I'm gonna be rebuilding? I can't always be rebuilding. Come on now. Like this gotta be. But when I sat back and I thought about it and I looked at my growth and I looked at, how things have been different just from a year ago, I'm rebuilding. I am really rebuilding because I have grown so much. I am rebuilding. I don't care about a lot of shit like I used to care about. I stand up for myself. I speak up for myself. I show up for myself. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem opening my mouth and saying, "Hey, this, yeah, no," or speaking up for myself, whether it's at my job or, or no, no, it doesn't matter. Like I've just learned like the growth that's there, like the growth in the understanding of people. Like I can have a conversation with somebody. I had a conversation with somebody the other week, and immediately, like my guns were already cocked going into the conversation. But then once I start talking to the person, I immediately realized, like, okay, this is not where they're coming from. And I was able to put my guns up and listen and be like, okay, so this is what, okay, growth, boom. And this is somebody I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? So that's growth. So it's just like, yo, like you got to think about it. So it's just like, yo, you're really rebuilding. And I will say this, like whatever it is that I've been going through, even with like my health stuff, it got bad, y'all. Like the whole time I was on break, like that's why another reason I went on break because, like I said, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I was going through a lot because I was really talking to God and questioning God a lot. Like, God, you don't want this victory? Like you don't want this victory? Like, dude, come on now, bro. Like, come on. That's how I had to kick it with him. Like, you don't want this victory? Because you already know I'm gonna talk about how I'm doing better and giving you praise for this. You don't want this victory? Come on, man. Come on. And then the victory was again, and we found out I was on the wrong medicine. So I was like, okay, God, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. And that's why I tell people, like, yo, that's why I tell people, like, you cannot be one of these deep spiritual Christian, deep and wonderful people and don't think God gonna heal me, God gonna heal me, and don't go to the doctor. You gotta take your tail to the doctor so the doctor can figure out what medicines and stuff you need and what courses you need and then still do your research because I'll still do my natural research on a lot of stuff. So you just use wisdom. But anyway, so yeah, so I was, going through a lot and I was just like questioning God on a lot. And I was just like, I remember I was talking to my mom and my best friend, and I was like, I don't think God want to heal me from this. I guess God don't, my mom's like, don't say that. And just by the way she said that, I could hear, you know, I heard something in that. And I was like, okay, I got to keep trusting God, and I did. But I was just like, this is tough. This is tough. This is hard, because God, you took a perfectly healthy body and now this is going on with it. But it's cool because I'm bouncing back. My body is being restored. I'm grateful to God for it, and it's just like I said, my job. I'm not stressed with that and everything like that. So I'm in a great place when it comes down to a lot of things, and there's a lot of things I've realized I need to celebrate. So I am gonna celebrate them this month. I'm going to celebrate them. I launched a podcast back in January, but I couldn't really celebrate it because my health was overshadowing it. And then I got a new job, and then I didn't celebrate that. And then I had somebody tell me, "I got you next month on a celebration. Don't worry about it." And then then I got a new place, and I'm just like, God, you are really, and even with my job, everything that came with it and everything that comes with it, I'm like, yo, you really looked out for me. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a lot to celebrate. So I'm going to celebrating the new transition of moving, going back into my own space, getting back into me, getting back to even, through this whole transition of healing, learning, purging, learning myself, sitting with myself, becoming more self-aware on so many things. And, I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things. I don't have it all. I'm learning, also adjusting, like, oh, you got to look at finances a lot differently now, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? So it's a learning curve. You're never too old to learn new things. So I'm learning, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus, bumping my head a lot. Like, God, Lee, Julia, stop it. But I'm rebuilding. I'm rebuilding for whatever is next for me. And that's why I said, whatever this is that I'm going through, I don't know what's next, but I know it has to be something amazing because of the struggle that I've been going through. But I've been good. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I'm forever grateful. I'm forever thankful. Are things where I want them to be? No. I'm not even going to get on here and lie and say, yeah, I'm good. No, hell no, they ain't no, shit, nah. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, okay, moment by moment. Like I even like you said, I'm starting to feel better. I'm gonna start going to the gym, doing some little light stuff because I have good form. So it's not gonna take long for my body to respond and adjust and know that like, hey, we're moving again. Yeah, we're moving again, mama. Yeah, we're moving again. We gotta get these thighs back together. Shit, you gotta get these quads together. Cause it's summertime. I like my legs out. Shit. That's why I got them out on this episode. Shit. Not putting no jeans on. For what? But anyway, y'all. So I just wanted to jump back in. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this right now, if I was gonna wait. But I was like, you know what? Let's just do it because I miss y'all. I really did. I missed y'all. There is some. I really wish I would have chronicled my whole move and things like that, and the transition and everything that I had to go through as far as like my health and stuff like that. Because I know I'm not the only one that's going through what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And overcoming what I'm overcoming as well. So I'm just grateful. But I love y'all and I appreciate the ones who have been supporting. Thank y'all, like for real. Like y'all don't even understand. Like I appreciate y'all. Y'all building a tribe and we're just gonna keep going because I'm coming back. Like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna do a season 1 or season 2 or just keep this thing going. But this is, beginning of season 2. We took a break. We here and it's summertime. So we still got things to talk about now that I'm in my own space. Now that I'm free, we're gonna be much more freer to talk about things, and go from there and let things be. Y'all know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for always tuning in, for always watching, commenting. Listen, make sure you share it. I don't care whatever wherever you share it, just share it. Just share it. You know what I'm saying? Just share it and support. That's all it is. That's free. I'm not asking y'all for nothing. Just support and share it. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all again from the bottom of my heart. I'm back. I'm a year older. And I'm in a good space. I'm in my own space. Y'all just don't understand. Like it's cool. So yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna have this whole celebration pretty soon. And we're gonna enjoy it. But anyway, thank y'all again who have been watching so far and have watched all these episodes from my beginning up until now. I appreciate you. I will always love you. I will always love you. I would always appreciate you. And I mean that shit for real, for real. All right. So make sure you tell somebody to tune in. Again, we're always going to post new episodes on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure you tune in on Tuesdays. Share. Y'all share my IG posts. Make sure you go like the pages and everything like that I put in the bottom. And make sure you go watch, and watch the clips and just reshare them, man. Damn. That's all you got to do. Tell people to come check us out, all right? Because I'm gonna do the same shit with y'all. When y'all post stuff, I'm posting it. I'm telling people go follow her. Go. Y'all already know how I feel about that. All right. Support. All right. So I love y'all. Make sure y'all celebrate yourselves this summer. Be safe. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. This weekend is gonna be hot here in the city, and I'm gonna be in some water. So we're gonna have a good time. All right, y'all. Much love to you. Thank you for tuning in. I love y'all forever. Peace.